Gun.
Yes, indeed.
Is ready. It's the Island.
Yes. To Live and Die, Azariah, Daywalker, Wednesday night, the day after Christmas, 12/26/12. That's right, guys. We have 5 days left of this year.
The day after Christmas, Blizzard gave to me the end of Season 5. That's not very clever, but...
What?
Season 5's ending.
Oh, yes. Yes. If anyone thinks the sound in my game is too loud, let me know, please, on the stream. I had to mess with my sound in-game because I realized that my in-game sounds were at 100%, which is why I had to turn it down all the time. So I turned it down to 50% to see how it would sound, and it sounds a little better.
Yeah, 100% loud as hell.
It is. It is. When you have your in-game sounds at 100% and you turn it down, like everything else is like way lower. So it's weird.
Okay, spawning in the far right side of Metropolis, we have the pink Terran. I don't really know anything about him. It's STN.
And in the left side we have AGtryranus, or Tyrannus, however you want to pronounce that name. We have the green Zerg, and this is MLG Metropolis.
That's right.
Okay, so Metropolis, large map, cross positions with ZVZ.
CBT, buddy.
I'm getting word that my sound is too loud, so let me go change this real quick. Let's turn down to... Wait a second. It's the music that's too loud. Okay. Let's go 30.
Using the game music. So, Tyrannus' Overlord makes its way to the top right, or sorry, his top left corner there, and it's going to discover that there is not a base there. So he will know STN is in the cross position, and he'll be very happy to see that, I'm sure.
Okay, so when I try to change my music, it doesn't change. Like I just literally turn my music down to 1%, and it's still loud.
That is unfortunate.
And I just turned it off.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to see somewhat of a standard play here. Nothing crazy is going on. No 6 pools or 2 Raxes or anything like that. Perhaps a 1 barracks expand from our Terran players, saving up a lot of money right now, so command center will surely be dropped. And there it is. There it is. Orbital command finishes. First Marine sort of looking around to make sure there's not an Overlord, but there isn't one to sort of pick on for free.
Ooh, I see what's going on.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Tyrannus tried to be sneaky and hide his drone on that under that cliff edge where you can't actually see units, but if you just A-move, the Marine will find it anyway. And he did.
Alright. Everyone on stream, let me know how it sounds now. I think the it's the ambient sound that was too loud.
Tyrannus says, please stop hurting it. Tyrannus with 1 gas, so he's going to be going for a speedling defense against any sort of early aggression instead of the sort of a more popular or newly popular queen defense. We have 1 gas from our Terran player as well, getting himself a 2nd barracks and a bunker at the front for some protection. And he'll probably make this into an orbital as soon as he has 150 minerals, and there it goes. And we actually have a lair before speed from AGtryranus. So it's possible that we're going to see a Nidus play or a 2-base Muta play. I'm not sure which just yet.
Interesting.
But since he not taking gases, and the layer's already halfway done, it kind of leads me to think he's going to go for like a Muta, a Nidus with roaches. So he's only taking one more extractor right now. STN, meanwhile, keeping active on the map. Marines scout out, see nothing. They decide to turn back because they don't want to die. Another barracks and another orbital, command center. It'd be pretty imba if you could just construct an orbital command, but no, it's a regular command center. Sorry, factory. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. You go for a minute.
All right. So that's in the Terran main base is 3 barracks that will be made and a factory that he's making now, which tells me that he's going to make a starport next. Is the very next building he's going to make, and looks like he's just going to go with unless he makes factories instead of a starport. I think he's just going to go medevac play here at the start.
Yep.
And then transition into whatever the Zerg shows him. So yeah, there's another barracks, 2 more barracks going down. So definite bio play here, and looks like he does have the tech lab that he is getting stim. So bio play for the Terran player, which is good.
Yep.
Good enough for against the Zerg.
The Spire is almost done, actually, for Tyrannus, so he is going to go for the Mutalisk play. Baneling Nest just went down as well. Zergling's speed was started, I think, after he started his Spire. So he's going to be focusing heavily on the Mutalisks before he focuses on any sort of ground force. He's walled off his front with 2 Evos and a Spine. No additional Queens yet. He's not thinking about taking a 3rd yet. He hasn't broken down his rocks or anything like that. So, yep, 4 Mutas on the way. He's probably just going to pump out as many Mutas as he can off this amount of gas. And make an attack. And make it good.
Ah, yes.
Stim is about 70 seconds out. We have another tech lab and another reactor from the barracks, a reactor from that factory, so yeah, he's going to lift the starport off and switch those around. +1 as well. Grabbing more gas, making more supply depots. It looks like he's kind of gearing up for just a 2-base attack himself. He doesn't really seem to want to expand right now, and we see 22 Zerglings on the way from our Zerg player.
Mutiling play for the Zerg against this Bioforce of the Terran, and
Tyrannus needs to be a bit careful. He only has 5 Mutas, and that's a lot more than 5 Marines. It's a good number. It's actually 23 Marines. There we go. He did not get any worker kills as far as I saw. Yeah, workers killed 1 and 1, so he got 1 SCV at some point in this game. The Zerglings are on the way, +1 melee, +1 carapace is rolling out, as well as Baneling speed, and the 3rd base for Zerg is going down now. So it looks like he's going to put on some front pressure, keep Terran sort of locked in on 2 bases, and try to take a 3rd himself. He actually got that building to cancel, whatever it was. I didn't actually get to see it. And he's forcing a stim before there's even a medevac on the field, which is pretty good for him.
Yes. Very good for the Zerg player to do that. These Mutas are still trying to attack. They're attacking into a turret now.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit more careful there. It's a lot of gas invested, even though it's only 4 Mutas now. Was 5. And a lot of Banelings coming in the front. Here we go! Getting that surround on Tyrannus. The bunker goes down. The Marines do not split effectively.
No.
In fact, they didn't even really split. They kind of just hugged the Banelings and said hi.
Man, they took out so many Marines in that hit. It was unbelievable. Right at the base of that ramp. The Mutas were not there to clean up, though. That was the issue there. He brought in the Mutas way too late to clean that force up, or else there would be no Marines left, no Marauders left.
Yeah, we have 2 medevacs out now, so the Terran can sort of stim a little more, push back.
Yeah, he
Harvester
tried.
station. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say he took those Mutas in to attack that turret, and he lost a lot of Mutas in there. And I think if he would have done the whole, okay, bring the Banelings, Zerglings in, and then bring the Mutas in to clean up, he would have had a lot better time with more Mutas in the air than if he would have attacked that turret at first. But so now the Terran, because he has a force on the ground, he feels comfortable to march it down here to the south part of this map, and I'm not sure about this.
He's got to be really careful with his Marauder positioning versus the Banelings. They have to be in front, or he's got to split like a god. I don't know if his name is Marine King. Let's see. Marines are getting pretty effective trades so far. Just the Marauders left, but once the Zergling reinforcements arrive, those Marauders won't really be able to do anything. So this force gets cleaned up.
Yep, and now the
Medivacs will get away.
Yeah, and now the Zerg is up 95 to 80. So yeah.
So one thing I wanted to note about the Harvester count, it was even during the engagement. After he attacked and Terran pushed back, he was droning up, so he went up to 56 workers versus the 47 of his Terran opponent, but that's still not enough of a worker difference when you have mules in play. And a third coming up for Terran as well. Our Zerg player needs to get more workers on the field and expand again in order to keep trading away Banelings and Zerglings like this, like he is right now.
Alright, he has a medevac loaded. He's going to take that to the south and move the... Nope, no he's not. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. He's indecisive right now, what he's going to do. Okay, so he takes the loaded medevac to the left and takes his main force to the south, or down, and he's going to drop this medevac, is going to go for the third base, I'm sorry, the main base of the Zerg.
Yep, medevac's coming in right now. The drop happens. Will it be able to pick up that queen? Yes. Will it go after the infestation pit? Yes, it looks like. Meanwhile, the main force of the Terran is getting crushed by the even bigger main force of the Zerg player. The Marauders provide a nice tight wall, but there's no way it's going to last. The drop in the main is still not quite cleaned up. Those Zerglings need to come back. They are now. There are no more ground forces for the Terran in the front, and this drop is well. It
gets the infestation pit. It gets it, and so a victory for the Terran, but at what cost? I'm sorry, I have to say that,
but at what cost?
But at what cost?
At the cost of every unit he had at the time. There is one infestor on the field. For our Zerg player, he's immediately rebuilding the infestation pit. He's adding some defenses to his main. He's got a macro hatch as well. 2-2 on the infantry now being started. So after about a minute or so, he'll have 2-2. Meanwhile, the Zerglings are on 2-2 also. The Banelings are on 2-2, obviously. So yeah, and he's going to put down a fourth. Yep, 2-2s all around. Terran, our player, STN, just added 4 more barracks, 3 with reactors on the way, 1 with a tech lab on the way, so he's going to be sticking with Marine Marauder. I cannot say that I fully like that decision. By the way, both players supply blocked right now.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, it'll even out because they're both supply block. No one's really gaining an advantage over anyone else. We got a changeling in the army, just blending in, saying, "What's up, fellas? Let's have some stim."
Awesome, awesome. All right, so he knows where the army is, at least, since he has a changeling in there. He knows exactly where the army is. He knows where he can put his army to avoid it. And right now, the Terran is just—I don't know what he's doing. He's moving his army around. Oh, okay, he's going to attack the rocks.
We have 7 infestors on the field right now. A lot of just lean Baneling infestor now being made by our Zerg player. He didn't really want to commit to the Mutalisk, which I guess was a good choice against a mainly bioforce. Mutalisks tend to not be the best option.
I guess that's all right because these infestors will do a lot of damage against these Marines and
Marauders.
They will. So,
although he needs to wait for the rest of his infestors before he does this engagement. This could be bad, this could be good, I don't know. Those Marines are surrounded, they're definitely going to die. He's trying to get a good Baneley connection. Our Terran player, not really splitting Marines right now. Okay.
Those
no Marines left to split, so...
No.
The infestors run away. Our Terran's production is actually pretty good.
Yes, it is. He has... How many barracks does he have? Look at this. He has 10 barracks on one hotkey.
10, yeah, 10 barracks. A lot of mules dropping at that third. Worker counts 57 to 62 in favor of our Zerg player. Greater Spire on the way, however. Where's that medevacs? The medevac count is pretty good, so our Terran player does not necessarily need any more. Infestor's getting picked off.
Yep, the Infestors were right in front of that army when the Terran decided to come down here and engage it. Meanwhile, these Banelings need to hit, and they will.
Banelings do. Spending too much time killing a single Marauder, he needs to kind of split his army more effectively as well.
Yes. Now get the Infested Terrans down to take out the Medevacs. A nice fungal on 4 of the Medevacs.
Very nice fungal. 4 Medevacs definitely going to go down right there. Maybe more. We'll see.
Look at the army, the reinforcement for the Terran. This is amazing. This is how you work Terran if you're a Terran.
The Infestors don't have Burrow. He can't even force a scan. He's just going to die.
Oh, no. That's not good for...
Not good at all.
Tyrannus.
The Greater Spire is about to finish. Banelings are morphing. Will they get there in time? Is it going to happen? Can he hold?
Oh, no.
It's waiting on his Broodlords. The Banelings are ready. They make really good hits on those Marines. Wow, it is hard to kill Marauders with Zerglings. Holy crap. It is just really hard to kill Marauders with Zerglings, but eventually, yes, the Zerglings do win because they have superior numbers.
Two armor Marauders with 4 Medevacs overhead. Yeah, I think that's a little bit hard to kill a Marauder. They have so much hit points.
Meanwhile, we have Adrenal Glands coming, 3-3 almost finished, 3 Broodlords on the way, 2 Overlords getting picked off for free, the creep spread getting ever closer to the enemy base, and...
I'd like to see more creep spread by now. 20 minutes into the game, you should have half the map covered in creep if you're on that.
I'm a little concerned our Zerg player has so much gas and so few Infestors right now. Like, 4 Infestors just now on the way.
Yeah. Well, he's not really mining. This 4th base is not being mined. In fact, now the drone transfer is going over. Meanwhile, here comes the Terran army down again.
Yeah, the Broodlord's really exposed. Those Marines can just stim forward without protection.
Very true.
Got a fungal! What? Oh no! The Broodlords!
Oh no.
The
Says not so. Oh my
there,
goodness, and
that
Tyrannus
is
GG's.